he was Kobe Bryant analogy is a good one. Like Kobe was drafted in '96. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
He made an all-star team in the '90s. You get what I'm saying? He didn't become Kobe fucking Bryant until the 2000s. When you the best player in the '90s, Kobe wasn't on that, even though he had a few great years in the '90s. He wasn't on that list though. You feel me? Like his greatness came in the 2000s, which is why into 2000s he's one of, if not the greatest player ever. I feel like that same shit directly apply to Jay-Z for real. Like was up and coming. He was on his way to becoming one of them guys. You
Uh-huh.
feel me? And you grew up in the time. Reasonable Doubt, when I was growing up, wasn't as widely loved now as it is. I mean, then as it is now, for real. You feel me? Like
All
as
right.
it grew with age.
I'm
Like
about to plug Conway in. This nigga hating us. Plugging Con you in.
see, he
Yeah,
Con,
hate
I heard.
Nas.
It's funny as
I'm
shit.
saying
It's
he hate
funny as shit.
Nas,
Conway hating
but
us.
It's
he a
funny
Jay
as
Z
shit.
fan.
When your baby plug me in and say
But
that
he the
shit, yeah.
2000 nigga.
I don't hate Nas,
Jay
yo.
2000 nigga, right, Con?
Who?
Jay
Who?
Z.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who?
yeah.
Yeah,
He
2000 nigga.
like yeah, his stardom. He 2000 nigga. Like when he became that 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 undeniable. Like they have to give him everything. Like
But
nothing
y'all, all
move
right.
without that nigga.
Y'all basically saying he didn't become goaded until the
Yeah,
2000s.
yeah. I want to say 99 because 99 was put your hands up. So
All right.
99 2000.
If
Even
we're gonna say if we're gonna say 99, that means
100.
he's on Kev list. But what I'm saying, y'all going off of his peak,
Mhm. Oh no.
his very very peak.
Yeah,
I feel like that's
that's
what we should go
it.
off with everybody.
But but
But
but he
because
but he
you got to
started
think
off at
about
the
it though.
top. If that make any sense,
But you got to think about it though, yo.
he literally
In
started off at
99,
the top.
in 99, right? Well, in 96, let's keep it a buck. 94, 95, before anybody really heard of that nigga outside of New York, he was already bubbling. But he wasn't a star in the other states, bro. Like him hanging around jazz and fucking doing shows and battling DMX and Busta Rhymes and all that shit. No one knew that nigga outside of New York, bro.
All right, but all of that is from
And you know I'm
89.
a whole nigga, bro.
All of
Like,
that is from
like,
89 to 95.
right. And then when he got with Dame, no, because he got with Dame in '94.
Right. But I'm talking about like when Reasonable Doubt, he was shot in
Yeah,
Reasonable
well,
Doubt,
90,
but
96.
Reasonable Doubt came out in 96. Ain't No Nigga
Right.
was a national hit. They was playing it everywhere. That was not just a New York song. They was playing Ain't No Nigga everywhere.
Ah, I can't say this shit
I
because I
don't
know.
know. I mean, it's just
Only reason I
my
can, I can,
expertise.
only reason why I'm gonna say that because I know niggas from Florida who never heard that shit until '99.
They ain't hit Ain't No
That's what I'm
Nigga till
saying.
99.
What movie was that in?
Well,
What
ain't no
movie was that
niggas
in?
the one I got. One they talking about that shit, right?
Yeah.
The niggas say he ain't hear
What
that
movie
shit till
was that for?
'99.
All right. I was at Morgan State, so maybe because Morgan State was so plugged in.
Morgan State has a bunch of New York niggas.
That's what I'm
Period.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Maybe because Morgan State was so plugged in directly with New York. Maybe to me it seemed like he was a star. You know what I'm saying? I'll just put it like that. Maybe to me because of the buzz that he had in the world that I was in, it came off as him being a star. Maybe I don't
The
know.
nigga had a. What you gotta think about it? The nigga had a buzz in the '90s. You feel me? The nigga had a buzz because they was talking about who the best MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas in the '90s. But when that nigga whole solidified his like, what's the difference between 3.0 and all that shit? That's
That's
when he started talking. That's
that
in the
streets is
'90s.
watching.
But that's in the '90s.
Right.
Once after that, that was '90 what? '98.
Streets is watching was 98. He had a 97 jersey. He had a 97 jersey on, but it was
That was
98.
But you really can't say he solidified, like he was fully solidified throughout the world in the '90s.
I'm not
The last part of the
exactly
90s.
saying that. I'm not exactly saying that. He became a national. He became a national star in the 90s though. He became he started being goated by 2000. He was starting to be goated
I
by
think when you do Ray do, it should be based off of when they were at their height, when they dominated.
that. My whole point of this is compared to any other rapper, Jay-Z
Right.
is transcendent.
Yeah.
He transcends the era shit more than any other rapper.
Oh, that's a fact.
Wayne
Yeah,
was,
but
Wayne
you can
Wayne
do
was
that
on
for
his
other
way.
rappers too.
Wayne was really on his way. He's the closest other one to do it. But Wayne was on his way,
Then
but
he-
he just took so much
He became
hits
a Martian.
in time. It's not even a Martian era. That's what ushered in the new era. So you can't even say that. I'm just saying as far as the time Wayne took off in the middle. Wayne was semi-active, but he was really inactive for a long. He was in the middle of his reign. He was really like to
You
where's
talking about
though
when Baby fucked him over?
right. Wayne could have been the de facto number one in the game this whole time. But he's been off, not producing. He wasn't even doing an album every 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all this time where Drake took over the game, that still could have been Wayne. But Wayne just wasn't producing. He had no output.
He was getting money out that nigga.
I feel like he allowed that. Like I kind of feel like
Yeah, he was getting that money out the
he
nigga, yo.
ushered that, like Drake first, out of Drake first 6 hits, 4 of them was with Wayne on it. You feel me? Like Wayne had
I
a
agree with
hand
that.
in Drake becoming Drake. Like
I'm not disagreeing with that.
I
Drake
mean,
would personally Drake wouldn't have became Drake without Wayne.
yeah, nah, if you don't come in with that Wayne cosign, he can't become Drake. Like,
Yeah.
so like,
Yeah.
Nicki Eva, because was out with Gucci, but she didn't really bubble till she got with got with Young Money for real. Like both of them benefited, and they still Nicki Eva so Drake then transcended the way as though he don't even really say Young Money that often. He
He ain't with them niggas.
He
He
still
ain't
throw that
Young Money no
shit around
more.
like nothing.
He ain't Young Money no more.
But Nicki still throw that shit around all the time.
Yeah. Now Drake is the only one that's doing what Jay-Z did completely. If you ask me, y'all can say Wayne was doing it, but I think that Drake is the only one that was doing it. Whether you like him or not, is just facts.
I want to say all that.
From the day he became what. From the day people,
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by the different styles?
He's been
of
a
music,
dominant
or...
factor for over a decade.
Oh, but all right, you right. He been dominant, but like, let's keep it a bean. How dominant are you? Dominant because you picked the lane and now niggas following it, or you mastered the lane that the niggas that's in that area can't master? Because he took a lot of lanes that was there, and the music changes every fucking time he dropped. because that's what's out here.
I mean, actually,
Yo, when so niggas, I just had a nigga tell me earlier
actually, actually,
today
it's been
that
very.
he's the reason why niggas fuck with African niggas, and that's a lie.
Nah, he not the reason Afro beats is jumping. Afro beats is jumping because it's a whole bunch of Afro beats is jumping off because Africans and Caribbeans listen to it.
No, 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 no. I'm
That's why
talking about
Afro beat
right
jumping off.
in yo, that shit always been jumping. But I'm talking about actually being where the industry is going.
Yeah,
It
it's
was only
because
one person. It was one person that fucked with that shit, and then next thing you know, everybody in that mother was doing it. Because for years you didn't hear Afro beat, you didn't even hear African nigga fucking being a main star.
right
It was
because
one bitch. It was one bitch, bro.
right. But what I'm saying is the reason Afro beats jumped off, Drake saw it about to be the shit.
It was
It
already the shit, bro.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't the shit. They weren't playing that shit on the radio.
Nigga, yo, before Drake's album,
Uh huh.
the Lion King album was already out.
Okay, the
All
line.
them bitches that all the people that he had that helped him on his album when he became a Jamaican and a Caribbean nigga, they was already writers on that Lion King album with Beyonce, bro.
You talking about two
The
different
year
things.
before the
Hold on.
no no
You
no
you
no no
talk
no no
about
no
two
no.
different things.
I'm talking
The
about the
the
same thing.
dance hall Drake, the dance hall shit, and the Afro beat
Dancehall
shit.
was already bumping.
Right. No,
I'm talking about
listen.
Afro beats. I ain't talking
Right,
about dancehall.
you said Jamaican niggas. You didn't say African niggas. What I'm saying is, all right,
They some
Drake
Caribbean
connection,
niggas.
Drake connection with the Caribbean shit is Toronto.
I don't give a fuck about that because he wasn't doing that.
What I'm saying is that's he did Jamaican, he did Caribbean at one point in time, and then he started doing Afro beats another time. And what I'm saying is, in the background, it shifted from, and I'm not talking about on the mainstream. I'm talking about as far as international music. In the background, international music shifted from Caribbean to Afro beats. Afro beats is a spinoff from Caribbean music with a little bit different patterns. Because even today, there's a lot of Afrobeat artists that they just sound like reggae artists. But what I'm saying is, Afrobeat, the same reason the Caribbean shit, the Jamaican shit jumped off is because you got so many Africans and Caribbeans stateside that live here, whether they first generation or second generation. They make money and they're a big part of the population. And then you got the whole international audience that's listening to it too. So Drake
Or is
Drake
it
jump
because
on.
or is it just because every 4 or 5 years, Afro beat or Caribbean music actually come back out mainstream, bro?
I'm
Every
not
four or
I'm not
five years,
disagreeing with that.
we can go all the way back. We can go all the way back.
We're not
But with the
debating.
Afro
That's not a debate. That's not a debate. I agree with that.
But
But
with the Afro beats, he wasn't the first person.
I'm not, and I never said that.
But that's what I'm saying. So did he actually just go with the time, or did he actually elevate that shit, or did he actually create a lane? When we talking about whole created lanes every fucking year, bro. He had niggas doing something different every year. Hove had niggas. Hove had niggas on the corners selling dope with blazers, nigga.
I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
I'm just asking when you say they're the same people, they not. But when you talking about
No, no, no.
consistency of
They're the
how
same.
people
They're the
love the
same as
niggas,
far as domination.
yeah, he
That's
that.
all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about what they do and how they do it. I'm saying as far as dominating for such and such summers. Nobody did the summers like Jay-Z up until Wayne at a certain point. But Drake is just taking it to the next level of what Jay-Z did, if you ask me. Drake didn't had a bumps in the road that Wayne had contractually, or I'm not trying to make no music because I'm not trying to make Birdman money until I get my money and all that shit. You know what I mean? Because that's really why Wayne wasn't putting out albums, because he didn't want to get the money to Birdman.
True. And then he couldn't do shows because Birdman wasn't approving them.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That was Wayne's hiccup in the game. That's why he wasn't putting out music. That's why he would just do a mixtape every once in a while for about 5, 6, 7 years. You know what I mean?
And I ain't gonna lie, Hov my nigga, but Hov shared like 2 summers with X though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And niggas
right.
can't
You gotta think of it.
X.
No, you can't. You gotta think of it like winning a
couple summers with a lot of niggas.
like winning a racing championship or a golf championship, right? If you came in second for every golf tournament, you're going to win the PGA championship. If you come in second for every NASCAR race, you're going to win the NASCAR championship. You understand what I'm saying? So if you come in first for some of them years, come in third for some of those years, come in second for some of them years, you're going to run away with it. So that's why I say, as opposed to dominating every summer, they dominate factors every summer.
And see, I just hate that word now because the way music going now. Like, I just hate, like, back in the day, right? Wu-Tang dominated. Hov dominated. Like the like the DMXs, the fucking I can even say Ludacris type of shit, because you had to actually fucking go cop that album. Like, I just wish that, like, a lot of these niggas that's running summers or whatever now, like, would niggas really be running them shits if niggas had to really go stand in that line like we did and wait?
I mean, probably not. It's a bigger playing field now. It's a bigger playing field now.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes some of these niggas don't even have no competition. That's the other shit. Like, I don't be like I stopped saying domination of like summers. That shit disappeared in 2012. Yo.
Dominant factors. I say dominant factors. Like right now.
Dominant factors disappeared, and because you got niggas like YoungBoy.
He's a dominant factor. YoungBoy a dominant factor. There's a couple dominant factors. Let's say like today in the game today. Drake a dominant factor. 21 a dominant factor. YoungBoy a dominant factor. Who else? I'm talking about just today.
I guess.
Shit, even Kodak a dominant factor. You know what I mean? You got a couple.
Kodak?
Yeah, he's a dominant factor.